Alright, today we'll be taking a look at the new trailer for Pixar's movie Luca, which I, as per usual with this sort of thing, don't know anything about. It's interesting because I was just thinking, like, I am still a very big fan of Pixar, and I used to be a huge fan too, but more recently I've just kind of lost track of what they've been doing. Like, this movie totally came out of nowhere. Did they announce this, like, last year or something? Because usually there's a huge delay in when Pixar announces something and when it actually comes out. Like, I can't believe it's as old as it is now, but I remember in 2014 when Incredibles 2 was announced, I was like, oh my god, they're making Incredibles 2, that's crazy. But I think originally it had like a really far away release date, but it ended up coming out in 2018. But I swear they might have said it was going to be like a 2022 movie or something, but they rearranged the dates. Or maybe I'm just mixing it up with something else. But the point is that like back then, I would always pay attention to what was coming up from them. I'd always be like, oh, okay, this year we just get one Pixar movie, all right. But no, sometimes we would get two Pixar movies, which would just be crazy. But it seems like now we're more consistently getting two. I don't even know what other movie they're doing this year, if they are doing one. That's how much I've lost track. But they just had Soul and Onward last year, and they're working on the Monsters, Inc. Disney Plus TV show that is finally coming out this year, but there's still no footage or anything of it, which is a little nerve-wracking, but interesting. They've been putting out a ton of shorts and like Toy Story mini-series and stuff on Disney Plus, and I really have to check those out because some of them seem really good. But we're going to do a point where there's going to be too much. Like, never in my life did I think I would have a Pixar backlog, but I do now. Just because there's so many different types of animation coming from all sorts of different sources now, I don't know what I should be putting the most attention to. But anyways, let's take a look at this trailer. From what I know, there's like a mermaid kid, and then there's a guy who looks like the dad from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. And that's the extent of my knowledge. Also, Pixar always does this. Like, since Toy Story 3, they've been doing this where they say it's a teaser trailer, but then it's like a minute and a half long trailer that gives you the entire synopsis of the movie. A teaser trailer is what they did with Toy Story 4, where it's just like a super weird, vague, like animation test almost to just reveal what the movie sort of looks like and that it's happening. Not something that shows clips from the movie and aspects of the plot and stuff, which I'm pretty sure this will. They do that all the time. Even Onward and stuff did that. Not that it really matters anyways. But let's take a look. Ooh, look at that water. That's good water. Immediately, something about these character designs is like they're like Playmobiles or something. I don't know what that's supposed to really mean, but they look like toy characters the way the kind of the texturing and stuff is too. That grass. Ooh. The main guy's voice sounds familiar. I don't know if it's a recognizable person or not. So it's like H2O, the Australian mermaid show. That's coming in the summer too. Okay, I don't know, for some reason I was kind of assuming it was going to come out like in a month or so. But maybe it is in a few months. Maybe it's in like May or something. But you know what? That was actually a bit more like a teaser trailer than what I expected. But that looked really cute. I'm like instantly charmed, you know? But mainly we just have to wait and see what sort of maybe like character dynamics and conflicts sort of arise from this. You know, there's not really much to pull from this, surprisingly. I guess teaser trailer was right at the end of the day. Just what grabs me, as always with these CG movies, is the animation, and it just keeps getting so much better. Like, this movie looks really bright, but I'm a weirdo who likes like super saturated looking things, so I think this looks really cool. I mean, there's good nighttime shots too. I mean, this is awesome. There's like a degree of flatness to this movie, I think. Maybe that's even why I said like the character designs seem like they're toys. Like this looks like a 2D shot. You know, the way this is rendered. The background's just blurred, but there's not that much of a sense of depth because it's just a straight on camera angle. Like, I can see like a watermark in the corner where this is like the screenshot that they released to reveal the movie type of thing. Does kind of seem flatter compared to Pixar's usual stuff, which is cool. I think that's a good thing. You know, they're always able to have different styles. It's pretty rare, in my opinion, at least, for Pixar to have movies that look similar. You know, you can tell it's Pixar because it's like very good quality CG, but also like the sort of whimsical aspects of what they do. Maybe even the eyes, like these are Woody's eyes. Maybe that's what the toy thing is at the end of the day. Maybe that's what I meant by that. They're always doing new things. Sure, there was a time where they did sequels. You know, they made 4 Toy Story movies. They're making a new Cars movie. think. I don't remember if that's actually a real thing. Even with all that, they still are able to do this kind of stuff, and that's just great. And I was worried because last year Soul got delayed and it ended up being on Disney Plus for Christmas, but it seemed like that movie was extremely well received. Like, I was getting worried that because maybe that wasn't going to be in theaters, it wouldn't make as much money or get as much attention as it both deserves and was expected to, and then that would have caused Pixar, or well, would have caused Disney, really, who is in charge of Pixar, to say, no, stop making original movies, nobody wants to watch them, go make Monsters Inc. 7. Luca must have been in production for like 4 or 5 years already now, so it's just good to see yet another totally original thing from them. And I just hope that they keep at it with that until the end of time. They never have to fall into a trap of doing sequels forever. I'm almost interested. This is an off-topic thing, sort of, but they're working on a Monsters Inc. show for Disney Plus that I'm really excited to see, because I want to know what Pixar's take on like a show would be. They do shorts, like they did the Cars series of like Mater shorts, and I mean, those were good from what I remember. Those were on Disney Channel like all the time, so they're like embedded in my memory, and like those were good. They weren't necessarily like TV show episodes because they were just commercial break things. I'd be really curious to see what Pixar would do for like 10-minute long episodes or 30-minute long episodes. They have like, you know, some shorts that are about that long, and those are quality, like the Toy Story ones, and even Prep and Landing, which I don't know if anybody even has that one in their immediate memory. I'd love to see how this Monsters Inc. show turns out, and I think they're working on other ones. I can't think of it right now. They're probably working on a new Cars one or something, but I would love to see them doing an original idea as a TV show. Like, that wouldn't be any more of a risk than doing an original idea for a movie. So I'd be interested to see Pixar take that approach and make a TV show for Disney Plus, or for TV, but TV's on its way out. Totally. But I would love to see Pixar make an original TV show. I want to know how they would write for that and what sort of styles they'd use. It could be something really cool. So that's something in the back of my mind right now. If like tomorrow I go on Twitter and they announce that they're working on a TV show for a new IP, then I've predicted the future. But anyway, yeah, sorry, there's like not too much to say about Luca aside from that. It just looks really nice. It looks very charming, and the art style is really grabbing me so far. So I hope we get to see some more, and I'll absolutely check it out if they don't do what they did with Raya and the Last Dragon, and they hopefully put this. I mean, I think they're planning for this to be in theaters, which is weird, because stop planning for things to be in theaters. We're not doing that in 2021. I would hope that this ends up on Disney Plus the same way Soul did, where you don't have to pay anything extra for it, because if you got to pay extra for it, then we're gonna have some problems with Disney Plus. I already complained about that in my other video, though. You can go listen to that. There's like an 8-minute long rant about that in my other video, so you can go look at that. Let me know what you think about this trailer. I'm definitely interested to see more from this movie. But what about you? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and super special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Support me on Patreon and you'll be able to submit video topics, see exclusive behind the scenes content, and help me keep this channel going. Also follow me on Twitter and TikTok for special updates.